YouTube, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Every time Ayesha Carey disrespected Steph. Now there's been this whole thing going on. Apparently, Steph Curry and his wife or ex-wife got a divorce. You know what I mean? I seen a little bit of what was going on. Basically, she couldn't, saying Steph couldn't get her, pussy wet, but let's see what's going on, bro.
In my time on Earth, I've gotten to see some of the greatest athletes ever. And sometimes a single individual comes around and changes the game altogether.
Okay.
Someone comes in and dominates in such a way that has you contemplating self-deletion as you hear this against your team.
Curry, way downtown, bang! Bang!
Steph Curry, the greatest three-point shooter of all time. I hate to say it, but he, Kevin Durant, and the Golden State Warriors are the sole reason I checked out on the NBA back in around 2018. That is simply how dominant they were. And I don't know if it's just like a light-skin thing, as if they are required to go through a humiliation ritual to
Wait, hold on. What you mean license go through a fucking humiliation? What you mean, bro?
obtain their powers. But I like
What do you
it
mean?
to both Patrick Mahomes and Will Smith. We all know that years ago, Patrick's girlfriend at that time, Brittany, was embarrassing him with countless tweets, fan interactions, and videos featuring his worthless brother Jackson.
What the fuck was that, bro? What the fuck were they doing? Hold on. Get your ass up. Hold on. YouTube.
Tweets.
What the fuck is that?
And videos.
What the fuck is she doing? Oh, nah, bro. Oh, hell nah.
People that doubted us and hated on us and thought we were going to lose this day. Yes, I did!
Now, to be completely fair to her, I feel like she has calmed down with most of that and really distanced herself from the sideshow brother. And as for my guy Will, y'all know his legacy was
bro,
because his wife loves to emasculate him every chance she gets.
Yeah.
Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
And we have also
Bro. This shit is crazy. They're just thinking about that shit, bro. It's crazy how, how one person, like, oh my gosh, like, this evil ass bitch literally ruined Will Smith's reputation, bro. And yeah, part of it is, it's also his fault too, because he could have left, you know what I mean? But, like, Will Smith literally changed because of her. He literally lost himself because of his wife or ex-wife.
talked in the past how Steph's wife Ayesha is yet another one of these women who does this exact same thing.
Yeah.
I think the downfall really began the night of June 16th, 2016.
2016.
When LeBron would score 41 points, evening up the NBA Finals at 3 games apiece, before eventually coming back in historic fashion from being down 3-1 to Steph Curry and the Warriors. Following that night, Ayesha would tweet that the NBA was rigged and that she had just witnessed it with her own 2 eyes. To me, this was the first sign that she was beyond willing to speak her mind, no matter what the cost and how it could affect her husband and his career. Keep in mind, Steph has always kept his head down and his nose clean. Like, I'm talking about absolutely no scandals on or off the court, while also pocketing a cool $1 billion
That's not always true.
along the way. And I feel like when Steph was first going off, really making a name for himself, everyone loved his family. He was bringing out the baby to the press conference. The wife was doing the cooking show. But it was simply not enough for Ayesha, and over time, it's really just gotten more and more embarrassing. First 6 years ago, we had this clip from the Red Table Talk where relationships go to die. Ayesha went on there with the Sith Lord herself.
Oh, fuck, bro.
And also Steph's mother of all
Jada Smith is so fucking ugly.
people. And she had this to say about yearning for attention from other men. Because there are women out there constantly thirsting over her husband, and she wanted some of that same lust.
Something that really bothers me and honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, there are all these women throwing themselves, but me, the past 10 years, I don't have any of that. I have zero, this sounds weird, but male attention.
Why are you coming out, bro? These people, they love to get vulnerable, bro, and it ends up hurting them in the long term every time, bro. They get vulnerable and like this on the internet, and they just fucking ruin their whole reputation, bro. And I feel like even, I mean, yes, you know, she basically disrespected Curry as it, you know, I mean, if she doesn't want to be with them, she just doesn't want to be with them, though, at the end of the day. I don't think she should be attacked for not wanting to be with her husband. Aaron, you know what I mean? She shouldn't be airing out all of his business, all their business, though, too. But, I mean, shit, bro.
And so then, like, I begin to internalize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not
Like,
looking. You're not even.
You're
But
not
let me tell you
looking.
Now, her saying all that while Curry's mom is sitting right next to her is downright insane to me. She even tries to save her by saying, oh, you're not looking for that girl. What does it matter?
something wrong with
You're
me?
not.
Like,
You're not looking.
what?
You're not
Like,
looking.
And keep in mind, they did get married fairly young, so maybe she did
Yeah.
not get to experience all of the things that she wanted to. But saying that you crave
Yeah.
the attention of other men when you're already a mother
Yeah,
and a wife for years at
That's
that point
insane,
is
bruh.
strange. And something that she really should have kept to herself or talked about in private. And that is really going to be a running theme in this video. You know, it's not like it's wrong to have feelings because relationships are complicated and they go through various stages. But hey, here comes Jada to give her some advice.
Because
why are we listening to this bitch, bro? Oh, this was probably years. This is probably a while before the Will Smith shit, though, too. Maybe. I
dealt
don't
with
know.
that for years too. Like, and I was young, like you.
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh my
not
god.
fair.
I mean,
This is the woman. This is the fucking woman. This is the fucking woman that literally lied about her and Tupac having a thing together.
want it, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice to know that, like, someone's looking.
But
That
when
can
your
get
radar's
dangerous.
turned off, right?
That
You're
can get
beautiful.
real
Don't
dangerous.
ever think for 1 minute that it ain't no some men out there looking at you like I wish.
Honestly.
And I'm gonna tell you who knows that more than anybody.
She's fucking married, bruh. Why the fuck are we listening to this bitch, bruh?
Yeah, so Curry's mom even tells her, like, this is a dangerous line to walk.
But
That
when
can
your
get
radar's
dangerous.
turned,
Now, the next instance of embarrassment would occur on yet another daytime talk show, The Real. This clip does go viral time and time again because
Okay.
of what happens after they bring out this old up shirtless dude named Marcel.
Marcel.
At the end of the day, bro, Steph might have gotten disrespected. You know what I mean? But, you know, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I feel like Steph gonna find another girl, bro. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, bro. Steph got... He good off that shit, you know what I mean? Also, keep in mind, though, too. I mean, whatever, bro. Whatever. I forgot what I was gonna say. She's fucking
The
married.
hand gesture there is just absolutely diabolical. And I get that she's, like, joking, but if the
Yeah.
tables turned and Steph was doing the same thing around some cocktail waitress
Oh,
on
yeah.
a podcast, I think that both women and men would think that that shit is pretty wild.
I'm gonna be honest, though. She might have never liked Steph Curry, you know what I mean? The way that we thought that she did. She might have wasn't as attracted to him as we all thought she was. You know what I mean? Maybe she just got married to him. I mean, they got married young, so they must have knew each other when they were young. And she kind of, you know, maybe her parents or like maybe like people around her were like, you should marry him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I mean? You know what
And
I mean?
it's funny how it's always another woman on the show who immediately sees what she's doing as crazy and tries to get her to stop. And during this same interview, she would also
Yeah.
go on to put Steph's love for feet on display. Yes, I'm serious.
This is gonna turn into a whole other thing. But
What?
my husband really loves my feet.
Oh, I love that.
And so, like, the light was hitting him just right that day. And so I was like, let me just snap this photo and send him a picture of my feet.
Why the fuck are you telling us this? We don't give a shit. Why are you telling me this? We don't care. What the fuck I gotta do? I don't give a shit. Nigga, get on that fucking court and dribble that fucking ball. That's what we want to hear, bruh.
So I always say, like, when he says to
Fuck.
send nudes, like,
Yeah.
that's what he's getting. A picture of my bare feet.
Just airing out your business.
And like I said, there is nothing inherently wrong with him beating his meat to feet, but some things are once again
yeah, there's
better
no-
kept private.
All right, girl. Now we know something about him. He likes feet.
He's going to kill me.
And with these latest antics, it's really only gotten worse.
The next girl he gets with is gonna start sucking them feet like, you know what I'm saying? Ayesha ain't that, you know what I mean?
As a couple weeks back, Ayesha went on the Call Her Daddy podcast to talk about how she has felt discontent with her life as a mother from time to time, and how it's basically hard to deal with her not being the star of the show.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So, I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought
That's exactly. I think this just reinforced like what I said. Like she really only got married to him because, I mean, you know what? You know, it's not like she's using him for his wealth or fame or nothing like that. I feel like she felt like that was. She might have never really been as attracted to him, but because maybe she got pressured by like her family and shit, she ended up getting married with him. Because I mean, he's a very attractive guy. He's got all this money. He's about to be the next NBA star. You know what I mean? Great guy. You know, great father. All these things. You know what I mean? Like
I was gonna be like career girl, and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my
career
goals.
Girl.
And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
And it's fine to look back in retrospect and acknowledge hard moments where maybe you question your life path or your decisions, or maybe
she probably was just, she probably never like was I mean, there's a lot of things to
your
play.
Identity, but later she says this is something that still bothers her till this day.
But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and
I don't have a problem with this right here.
Figure out
like,
what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not home, like, did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
And the thing to me is, like, she is a very successful person on her own merit. Like, don't get me wrong, being his wife likely opened most of these doors for her in these situations, but she also hit home runs with her opportunities, having several very successful restaurants. She has also been highlighted time and time again on magazines, and even having her own TV shows. I'm just saying, it's not like she's some silent woman in the corner only there to appease her husband. Yet she still comes off as insecure, but then again, she did say that she thought that she would be the breadwinner, despite also knowing that Curry was going to be a high draft pick, making massive waves in college when
it's not,
they met.
I didn't know that he was gonna end up playing basketball. Like he said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Like I thought, I thought I was gonna be like the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know.
I don't know. I just don't really understand how someone can come off as someone grateful after having such a fortunate hand dealt to them in life. Like,
yeah, just because but that's the thing though. Like, she may have the perfect life that any woman would dream to want, but that doesn't mean that's what she truly wants for herself. And maybe she just never really wanted to get married and have kids. Maybe she just genuinely, you know what I mean? Maybe she did like Steph Curry, but like she quickly realized after, you know, a little while that like, oh, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, she kind of like had a little bit of regret, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like she used the nigga for money or nothing like that. It's kind of like she's just, you know, like, you're dating the next up and coming NBA superstar, like, you know, questioning your relationship or questioning your life choices to you know what I mean? Like her going to her, she probably went to her parents and probably like, I don't know, you know, if I want this, and they probably like, are you crazy? Like you're in a, you know, you're dating an NBA fucking player, you're dating a rich, wealthy, and so like she ended up just staying with them. You know what I mean? It's like one of those situations. She was never like, she never was truly attracted to him. Not because he's not an attractive guy or he's a loser or anything like that. And to be fair, like, I'm sorry, you guys, but a lot of these like NBA, NFL players, like, they have no fucking game, and they're simps. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. Like a lot of these NBA players and NFL players, you see it from time and time again. They're simps, and they have no fucking game, and then their girls end up taking a jump, like Zion Williamson or that other fucking guy. You know what I mean?
Like,
you know
she
what I mean?
has 1,000,000 times the opportunity that other women have. I'm talking about nannies, endless therapy, countless money, and endless doors of opportunity being open to build an identity away from simply being a wife and mother, which it is very apparent to me that Steph has allowed her to explore. And yet she just comes out to crap on it every couple of years. I mean, to me, we all have a role to play in our life and our various relationships, and I don't know.
I think you can't entirely blame her though. Like this is what I mean. There's a fucking train outside. Ignore the fucking train. Like, the thing about these, like I said, these NBA, NFL players, they don't have game. They don't have these. I'm sorry. Like, I'm pretty sure Steph's a great guy, but the guy's probably a fucking simp. I'm just gonna be fucking real, right? But like, if he did have game and he did know how women are, he would have never dealt with this in the first place. He probably would have even never gotten married with her in the first place. You know what I mean? He wasted 10 years with his wife that wasn't really fully in love with him. You know what I mean? And was kind of giving up her own and sacrificing her own goals and dreams just to be the side, wife for the big NBA. You get what I mean?
Know if she needed more dating experience or to get out the mud on her own. But to me, she really just comes off.
Steph Curry needs that too, though. Like, that's the thing. Steph Curry also needs more dating experience also as well. Like, you know what I mean? He married a girl that wasn't fully interested in him. Like, let's just be honest, bro.
If she had a full ride at Jada's school of embarrassing your husband. I mean, you would never catch LeBron's wife on this shit. Out here taking backstage.
That's because LeBron can act. You know what I mean? LeBron not no simp, bro. He actually has fucking game.
Photos with Drake. Like, she won't even take a picture with a male fan because she knows the narratives that could spark from that. And I want to make it clear, in no way am I saying that women need to, like, sit back and be silent and try and look good, or that they can't have an identity outside of their family or their husband. If anything, I think the exact opposite. I think that those things are very healthy. I'm just saying that it seems like every time she...
It's just the way she's handling it. Like, she shouldn't be putting out her and her husband's business. If you're not happy with the relationship that you're in, bro, you know what I mean? And you don't feel satisfied with the man that you're in a relationship with, just, break up with him, bro. You know what I mean?
Open to mouth, it's always bad and embarrassing. Like, maybe she just needs to stop doing these interviews. I don't really know what the solution is. But yes, every time she goes viral,
she does need to stop doing these interviews.
But either way, I do want to know what you guys think about this situation, both men and women. Do you find it to be disrespectful? Do you think she's just, like, telling her story? Either way, I do want to thank...
I think she just was never truly attracted to Steph, and Steph just couldn't see that for himself. And they ended up getting married and having a full family, and she ended up just staying with them because questioning being married to a very successful, attractive guy is not something that her family would probably not be happy with. You know what I mean? Like, let's just keep it a being. I think that's part of it, and I don't entirely blame her. I mean, it is kind of her fault because she could just not, after the first child, she could have just left him and just focus on what she really wanted. But
thank you guys for watching today's video.
I wouldn't say she's ungrateful, but she didn't have enough time to really explore what she wanted for herself, you know what I mean, before she got married and all that. But this was video from Jamari. Video link will be down in the description down below. What do y'all think down in the comments? I think it's a little mixture of coming from both sides, you know what I mean? But I hope y'all have a good breakfast, a good dinner, and good night. I love y'all, man. Peace.